My name's Adam Johan. I'm from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. I'm a part of Night Vision. We're a collective of creatives, artists, DJs, promoters, whatever. And we put on shows. We have the record label. We recently started a music school. Just trying to do everything we can to inject some culture into our city. Edmonton's a really cool place right now. It's going through somewhat of a cultural revival, especially in its downtown core. For a lot of my life anyway, it seemed like there was cool pockets of stuff, but scattered around the city. And now people seem to be really gathering in a big way and doing real events. It really feels like there's a scene for whatever it is you want to do. So for me, that's awesome. I've definitely found my little niche, my scene in Edmonton, and through Night Vision, we're trying to grow that scene as much as possible. But with that, it's really cool because other scenes get to grow too. And I feel like Edmonton's in a really cool place because it's big enough to accommodate all these people doing different things, but it's not so big that you get lost in this noise and nobody really knows because they're just bombarded by all these things. So it's in a really unique place where if you think of something and do it, there's a good chance you may be the first person to do that thing. Versus somewhere else, there's maybe 100 people doing that thing. So it gets really hard to stand out. So the whole idea of being in a small pond is totally applicable here. I think it has all the benefits of being in a smaller community, but a lot of the practicalities of being in an urban center. So for me, I love being downtown. I spend a lot of my time, most of my time downtown. I think the city's awesome and I'm stoked to call it home, which is something I honestly never thought I'd really say. I've spent the last 2 years avoiding this place. I came back and was kind of shell-shocked. It was a really weird feeling because my community that I had spent the last 9 months to a year building was gone. They're all in LA, so I was kind of alone. When I got back here, I thought, cool, I'll set up a little home studio. I have this awesome space to work with, and it felt like I was banging my head against the wall for months on end. And then I, for whatever reason, decided to go out to a show. I went and saw one of the shows Night Vision was putting on, and wow, I was so inspired to see people actually dancing to the music that I liked, and for whatever reason I'd become totally disassociated with the actual scene and the live performance part of it and even just DJing. And it felt so good to see that, one, someone had put the show on, so they were confident enough in this music that they booked an artist to play, and two, that people came there to see it. I was kind of amazed, and it was here in Edmonton. So without going into too much detail, I found out who was putting on these shows and more or less pestered them. And now I'm part of the group.
3, 2, 1.
So after I joined Night Vision, my life totally changed. I mean, I had gone from being totally solitary and leaving the house a lot and feeling kind of awful. And now I had all these people around me suddenly that were totally into what I'm doing and putting on these awesome shows that now I got to be a part of. And it totally changed the dynamic I had between Edmonton and me, or my relationship with my hometown. So the EP is called Let's Pretend. It's a collection of a few tracks that I've made over the last 6 months or so. It's a really good marker of where I was at for a really long time. This sound, whatever it is, if it is a sound, is very much me. I've sampled all the vocals off of old vinyls that I bought, going digging for normally 80s R&B singles. This tends to be my thing. The bass lines are from my Moog Sub Fatty over there, and then I even have some weird noises from that thing, this old keyboard I found in my garage. I think one of the biggest takeaways people will get from listening to my EP will be, that sounds sexy, that makes you want to dance. That's really the end game for me. I can have all the feelings I want about it and how I was all down and made some happy feel-good music, maybe feel better, and then other stuff inspired me to finish it, but really, I just want people to listen to it and be like, damn, That makes me want to dance. That's sexy. My name is Adam Johan. My EP is called Let's Pretend. It'll be out on Night Vision. I encourage you to check it out. It'll be Beatport, iTunes, SoundCloud, whatever. You can find it. Nightvisionmusic.com. Go check it out.